Hello there, and today we are going to be doing a brief 5-minute match review of Watford 1, Norwich City 0. Get in there. What an absolutely massive win for the lads. That is so big for the squad, so big for our season, and it's one win, but it's a 100% start for the new manager that is known as Cisco Munoz, and obviously it was our last game of 2020 due to Millwall's game being postponed with their rising cases. But yeah, it's a massive result, and we just got that over the line. It was doggish defending at times, very, very together in our play, in our leadership at the back, and we took our goal very well. So let's get into my match review for this win over the Canaries. So to start off with, it was a busy start from the Hornets. We were, having some good chance creation, and we were actually looking like the more threatening team for a lot of it. And then I think there was about the 20-minute mark that Norwich started to get more possession back and started to basically put us under more pressure. But at the end of the day, we actually did make the more clear-cut opportunities. And you've got to say, in the game, Ben Foster had very, very little to do. So in the first half, there was a small moment of panic when their fullback, known as Aarons, he did well to cut back in, and it was too easy for him because on that right hand side you had Sema and Femenia, and Sema, I've got to say, didn't have one of his best games, especially in that first half, in the fact that in his defensive part of the team he was struggling to track back and struggling to stay focused, so it was leaving lots of room for Aaron's to whip in some balls, and that was a bit worrying, but his tracking back needed to improve, and luckily the ball in from Aaron's was gathered by Foster, so we got away with that one. Then there was a chance for Andre Gray, and you've got to say, starting Gray and Deeney up top was a very interesting move by Munoz, one that I quite liked, but obviously a lot of Watford fans calling for Pukki to start. But with Andre Gray, you know that he's going to work hard for the team, and I think he had actually quite a good game today, or at least yesterday at Vicarage Road, because he was working hard, he was making runs, and when Troy and Gray play, there seems to be a sense that they know what the other one wants, and they kind of just suit each other's play. But yeah, really good place from Andre Gray, and basically then there's a ball that he finds a way, Andre Gray, to go around the defender and get there, and he puts a ball into the box. And unfortunately, Deeney is just in the middle there, and it just is pulled back, and it's just a little bit too behind the talisman captain, so he couldn't reach it. So that was frustrating, but still positive signs from Andre Gray there. And then just soon after, we really did have a chance because Capu just absolutely deliciously stroked it to Ismail Sarr, and he just really kept it. And basically on the volley, he hit it very, very cleanly, but he didn't. But he's got to hit the target really from that. And Andre Gray with the effort there. So that was a shame to not score that one, but still good work again from Ismail Sarr. It was just one of those things. The link up though from Troy and Andre was very good because it was almost like an Igalo-like pass back in the old 15-16 season, because he basically had one over the top, and Gray went a little bit too early, unfortunately, but it was offside. And then there was the threat for Norwich again that actually they were getting down our channels too easily, and you can't let them down the channels. But then you thought, okay, Etan Capu is walking a tightrope because he got a yellow card for, I think, unintentionally stepping on a Norwich player, but it didn't look good, and it's one of those ones, if VAR is there, although it's unintentional, they're probably going to send him off. And then, of course, it was a very lucky moment for Watford because he was pulling the shirt of Dowell, I do believe, and it was just unlucky on Norwich's part. The referee didn't see it, and he was kind of obscured by the view. So we got a bit of fortune there, but we still kept believing, and you got to say, we got to keep better possession of the ball at times. But there was a chance for McLean, he bent it over, and we were just starting to hoof it. We were getting a bit desperate towards the end. But then we started with a great attack, and it all came from a great ball by Etienne Capoue. Really, really nice. I think it was well won by Capoue, and he just knocked it past Buendia and then sent it to Gray to chase, and he got there with the pace. And then it was passed back to Capoue. He slotted it to Sema on that left-hand side, and what a great ball that is from Ken Sema on 39 minutes. It's just, he does all the work, and he takes on the fullback and really just pops it up at the back post, and took out both defenders, that ball. So Ismaila Sarr was gratefully sliding in and got the goal on 39 minutes. So you're thinking, get in, massive goal for the contest, because we usually go on to win when we score the first goal. So yeah, really, really good. And then of course a great ball in by Kiko Femenia, and you thought, come on, we've got to be taking our chances now. Let's try and kill off Norwich. I said 5 minutes. It might be 7. Just allow it. But anyway, yeah, a great ball from Kiko, and unfortunately a missed kick from Troy Deeney. But Gray also had a chance from the rebound and blazed it over. So we really do have to sometimes punish some teams, but luckily for us in this game, Norwich weren't as much of a threat as usual. They're the best away side this season, but yeah, we really just did well to shut out the likes of Teemu Pukki and Buendia. But you thought at half time, this game was far from won, because they were still dangerous on the break. So the second half came around, and there was a ball that was swung in by Dow, and then Cantwell had a shot and cut across it with a volley, but luckily no accuracy and it went wide. But then there was a mistake, and you thought, come on, we've got to pounce on these. And Norwich gave it away very, very cheaply. Ismaila Sarr gets the ball, and he's thinking about what to do, but he really should have shot because the goalie was unsighted. And instead, he put it into Gray in the box, who really couldn't connect and was sliding but missed it. But then again, Sarr shows his quality, because it was a great drop of the shoulder, whipped in a great cross, and unfortunately it couldn't fall to anyone. But that was, again, more great play from the Senegalese winger there. A Wilmot challenge. Now, you could say this is not a penalty, you could say it is, but I think it's the right decision from the referee. I think he got the ball just, though there was a bit of, debate about it. I think he got the ball off Teemu Pukki, and you thought, okay, we just about survived there. But then we started to get nervy towards the end. I think we probably deserved to win, because we had the better opportunities. Norwich were quite quiet in the game, and the last 12 minutes it got interesting. You thought, Ismaila Sarr, you got to be careful, mate. On a yellow card, he nearly got sent off, but nah, it was always going to be all right. And obviously there was some theatrics from Teemu Pukki after Sarr was just unfortunately putting up his hand unintentionally, but still. And then the clutch challenges from Adam Masina. It's a little bit longer than usual, but just allow it. The clutch challenges from Adam Masina to get back when we were just trying to nullify those threats from Norwich. And first of all, a great slide tackle to deny Teemu Pukki, and then the second, I'm pretty sure, was on Pukki again, or at least very, very close to Watford's penalty area, and he just got a tackle in from behind, and it's risky to do those because you're playing a massive gamble, but he got it measuredly perfect. And then, of course, Parika came on, wasted quite a good chance where he could have just gone round the goalkeeper and slotted it in, but he couldn't get his feet sorted out. And then, of course, it was a little bit back to the wall, Norwich having a bit of possession, but we came out and we got the win, and we showed good defending, very good clearing of the ball, and yeah, it was very good. And obviously it came at Buendia quickly, that chance at the end, but luckily he just scuffed it wide, and it was a massive, massive win for the Golden Boys. You could say, with the challenge from Wilmot, it was lucky, but I don't think that was the wrong decision. And also, you could say that if there was a red card there for Etienne Capoue, it could have changed the game. But at the end of the day, we deserved the win, and we fought like animals, just as Ishko Munoz actually quoted himself. So really good to see the lads actually going for it and showing a bit of passion today. And you could see what it meant after the game. High fives all round. So it's a massive win to beat the league leaders, and we're bouncing after that. So very, very happy with that full-time result of Watford 1, Norwich 0. And we've got a little break now, so let's move on to the next game. But you warned we stay fifth in the league, but it's a massive confidence-boosting win.